Welcome to the budget roof rack build. We got a couple things I'm going to go over and show you a little bit of it, and just to plant some ideas in your head that you can do things that are fun and on the cheap. So what did we do so far? I got a ladder, an aluminum ladder, really lightweight extension ladder off of Craigslist for really cheap, and I cut it up and put some bed liner on it and some black paint. Used some of the rungs for spacers in the middle, and up on the top up here I made 3 crossbars, and those are aluminum square bar, and the uprights are made of steel square bar, and just all bolted together with grade 5 hardware, and which probably isn't needed because everything up there is mounted to the factory rails, and probably 100-150 pounds is about all I'd want to go. But I wanted to get the solar up on the roof for those times when I'm traveling. So I have the solar that sits on the ground, and sometimes that's a pain, sometimes it isn't. So I want to figure out a quick detached system for that, which I haven't quite got sorted out yet. But yeah, the roof rack's basically 2 ladders cut to length, built and installed the crossbars, and bed lined those also. And it's really simple, and it's really cheap. I think I got, I don't know, $100 into the whole thing. The aluminum crossbars were not cheap, but I wanted lightweight, so I'm going to try the aluminum first. If it's not strong enough, I'm going to just make steel ones, but I think the aluminum should work. So as you can see, this thing's really light. It's going to get sat on there like that, and then for now I'm just going to use some U-bolts that are going to tie the crossbars, the steps down to the crossbars, and just cinch it down with U-bolts just for proof of concept to try things out. Put the roof rack up there, or the solar up there, maybe a tent or something, going on a trip this weekend. See how it holds up, and then once I'm happy with it, happy with the layout and everything, I'll come back and bolt everything down good and solid. So yeah, just some crossbars if you don't have any on your rig. I think the crossbars cost me $50. The ladder was about 20. Paint and everything and bolts and everything was another $40, somewhere in there. So I'm a little over $100. And yeah, just that and some basic tools, and it's good to go. So I'm going to get everything on there. I'll kind of show it to you when it's all cinched down for now, and then yeah, we'll call it good. Going to go on a 4 or 5 day trip this weekend and see how it goes. So all right, stick around, guys. Budget overlanding is a thing. I enjoy doing it that way. So keeping costs down gives me more. It's oftentimes, unless you spend a lot of money, the stuff you make at home is better than the cheap stuff on the market, and yeah, it gives you more money for your fuel tank and for maintenance and keeping your rig in good shape. So yeah, more money for trips. It's always good. So all right, catch you guys a little bit later. So yeah, it's true. Spoke with a ranger last night, and California, a lot of California forests, national parks, those kind of things are being closed. The gates are being pulled. I already ran into a few gates and signs and park rangers, and yeah, they just don't want people in the woods at all because of all the fires, and the majority of fires are human error. And I'm going to do another video, but that's the importance of us being responsible out in nature. But yeah, I managed to find here where I'm camping, where I just got camped, been out for about 5 days only. But I managed to find, basically the rangers said anywhere around here, all my usual spots are closed, can't go there. So there is a private property with public access where I'm at now. And so I spent the night here last night, and because they basically don't have authority here, but they're still doing the sensible thing, and a good chunk of the state is covered in smoke. I happen to be in a spot where I'm lucky, where I have lovely, mostly blue skies, but it's a mess here in California, and so we're kind of, all the population is being locked out of going camping, and this year camping has been more popular than ever. You know, all my quiet hidey holes have been full of people all summer, because people have nowhere to go, and all our usual things are closed. So now the forests are closed too. So I think what I'm going to do is head back to the house, do some maintenance, and maybe do the next round of upgrades. There's stuff on the interior I want to do, finish up some electrical work and some electrical mods, that kind of thing. So I'm going to head back to the house and do that. And a quick update on the roof rack. Let me show you. So far it's working really well. So it's been tested for 5 days now in the woods, on trails, and on the highways at speed. And let me flip you around. It's my exercise mat for when I'm traveling. So you can see here a ladder, extension ladder cut off, extension ladder on this side cut off, and then I used some of these rungs and made spacers in the middle here to separate the two, and everything's all bolted together and bolted down. And then underneath the roof rack itself is aluminum crossbars with steel uprights. So, and it's all bolted together. The eventually U-bolts are going to get changed out and everything's going to get bolted down. This is just more for proof of concept, but it's really solid. It's tore through a lot of things, no problem yet so far. It's a good place for the solar. This was one of those fold-out kinds, and which is really nice sometimes, but other times it's just a hassle. So I tried just running it up here and not taking it off. But eventually I want to figure out a quick disconnect system so I could pop it on and off when I want, and move this when I'm parked in the shade like I am now, move this out into the sun. But so far it's working really well, and it's budget and it's cheap, and it's been really durable so far. Time will tell though. Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna head home, do some maintenance, give old Bessie a good wash, and then I think once everything that I want to get done is done, and I got a couple things to pick up at the house, and then I think if everything's still closed here, it'll be time to maybe head out to another state. So comment below on the West Coast, what is your favorite state on the West Coast US to go adventure traveling, overlanding? What do you recommend I see? I've been to them all, but what do you think? This time of year, fall's coming on, taking weather into account, hot and cold, that kind of stuff. Where would you go? So, yeah, that's roof rack update, and just the state of the country right now with COVID and civil issues, and I think the West being fires so dry, like it gets worse every year. So that's a lot of food for thought, and I'm not sure. The future of being in California might be in question, which is, you know, no love lost between me and California politically, but nature-wise, it's beautiful, and it's really a shame. I think there's 2.5 million acres burned already, and some of the oldest forests in the state are gone. It's really soul-crushing. It's really sad, and it's been happening year after year, so, and getting worse. I don't know, guys. I don't know. And then the financial outcome of fighting all these fires, of the COVID responses, and people, you know, so much income lost for so many closed businesses, which is lost revenue for the state. So I'm not a doom and gloomer by any means, but you know, there's some reality to this whole thing. So yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. It's just a quick update. And so what's coming next is I'm going to do a Q&A on my Toyota 3.0 video that I did. A lot of questions on there, and if you have questions, feel free to email me also. Mike at graywolfhandcraft.com. And email questions about, yeah, second gen Toyotas, you know, late 80s, early 90s, mid 90s Toyotas in general with the 3.0. We'll do a Q&A video. I'm going to do some more travel stuff, more classic Toyota stuff, and yeah, and then once the woods are open again, we're going to do some more outdoors stuff. It's going to be time to start doing some more wild edibles and that kind of thing. And we'll throw some life stuff in there too. Why not? It's fun. Making sure everybody, all of you, are living the life that you want and that you feel empowered to do that. So that's what I've been working on for a while now too, and it's really paying off. So I want to share it all with you guys. So appreciate you all. Thanks for watching, and yeah, send prayers to each other for whatever people are facing right now. The ramifications of all these events happening. So, all right, love you, my friends, and we'll talk to you soon. More are coming. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.